Hey everybody, Grant here. If you're new to the channel, I'm 60 years old and I exercise at home and I share that with you here on YouTube, here to motivate and help primarily older adults get going. Today I'm going to focus on core. Now I'm going to suggest that you only need 3 exercises to fully train your core area. Now I say that because there's the sagittal plane, which is the front of your abdomen. There's the lateral plane, which is the obliques, and then there's the transverse plane, which is everything that crosses over. And we're going to do one exercise for each of those areas. Therefore, that should be a complete core workout, and therefore you only need 3 exercises, which is fantastic. And I know that there's hundreds of exercises you can do for just your core alone, let alone every other muscle group. But as long as you understand that certain exercises work certain part of the core, then you can actually go out and find other. If you prefer something different from what I show you, then you can go out and find exercises that work either the transverse, sagittal, or lateral plane of the core. So up first, we're going to do the sagittal plane, which is the front. And what we're going to do is my version of a reverse crunch. So on your back, flat if you can. If you need to hold on to something on the back, usually I would hold on to the end of a couch or something, but for this purpose, I'm just going to hold out to the side here. Actually, I'm going to hold here, and then you just lift your butt off the ground. If you can, crunch it up towards your ribs, but most importantly, upward. If you do that, you're working this lower core area. Do that as many times as you can, 2 or 3 sets. Okay, and if you wanted to, you could do another version of this, which would be the leg raise, and then with your legs up at the end there, just so whatever you prefer. Okay, so that's one exercise. That's the sagittal plane. Now we're going to do the lateral plane of the core, and what I'm going to suggest you do is a side plank. Now, depending on your fitness level, you can do a side plank on your knee. You can start out like this, and if you're more advanced or stronger core, you can work to just having the side of your feet on the ground and just hold up. And if you can hold up for a minute on either side, that would be fantastic. And that would be exercising your lateral plane. Okay, so now transverse plane. This one I'm just starting out with. It's called a sit out, and it's a little bit more complex. I'm going to give you 2 for the transverse plane. That's everything that kind of crosses over on the core area, the muscles there. So the sit out, you'd get out kind of like in a push-up position, but with your feet wide. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your left leg and your right arm, and you're going to take your left leg and put it underneath, right arm, and lift it up, and then go back. Now you're going to do that with the other side. Right leg, left arm. And like I said, I'm just starting with these ones myself. And this one, the good thing about this one, it works the transverse core, in the abdominal area, and it's not, even though it looks like it might be, it's not overly hard on the lower back. If you do have lower back problems, I get lower back pain. The other one you can do for your transverse. So what you want to do to work the transverse plane without moving your upper body, really, for this one, just move the bottom, so that when you're moving the bottom, you're causing the core area to tighten up and get stronger. So this one, mountain climber. Now, instead of going like this, just bring your knee in and bring them up as far as you can. And believe it or not, that's working your core. As you get more advanced, you can do the Spider-Man one. Out to the side, but let's not complicate it right now. This is good. So, if you did the reverse crunch, the side planks on both sides, and either the mountain climber or the sit out, so that would be at minimum 4 sets, because you're doing 2 sets of the side planks, or you're doing 1 for each side, right? So you do those for 2 to 3 sets each, as many as you can do comfortably. If you want to push it, go for it till failure, and do that a few times a week. Good enough. And like I said, switch them out if you need to. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of these ones. And if you haven't subscribed and you're still watching, please consider subscribing. Take care.